Dave here with Half Dozen Customs. We're out here back on the Monte Carlo again, and we're going to start taking some of this stuff apart. Still haven't ordered the parts. We'll get into that a little bit later, but in the meantime we're still going to keep moving forward and start taking stuff apart and finish getting everything cleaned up so we can get it painted and whatnot. So thanks for joining us. I'm going to start off with pulling this power steering pump off here. It's something that I've been just kind of moving around and bungee cording up, and it'd be nice just to have it off here. Well, that one was a bit of a pain. May have to make a new one. This one seems like it's stuck. I think we saved it before we had any problems. If we can get this bolt to come loose, you know, at a later date, I'm not worried about it right now. When it goes back together, we'll see if we can maybe get this one loose, or what it'll take to just replace this. Have to see if this is something we can buy. Alright, well, a little bit harder than I would have hoped, but it's off. And the motor mounts are going to have to wait till the suspension's out, because they're through bolted, and I can't, there's no way to get to them unless the suspension's out. So we left off, I was pulling the steering whatnot, whatever they're called, the steering arms that go to both sides, ball joints, or tie rod ends, not ball joints, tie rod ends. So I got that pulled out. I had company stop by right as I was getting ready to pull that out. So I did get that pulled out. It's over there. So it wasn't too bad to pull out. About that time, shortly after that, today was a hot day, and not only was it a hot day, but it was 100% humidity. So it was it's time to just kind of chill and go hang out inside. I went in, took a shower, cooked a good lunch for me and Colleen, and just kind of relaxed in the AC for a little bit. And when I did end up coming back out here, a huge storm came through, which was a blessing because it took all the humidity out. I was able to open up the shop and get the fan going, and it sucked all the humidity out of here. So that was awesome. But when it rains hard outside, it rains in here, and it rains right where we're working. I have been waiting for it to stop raining in the shop, and yeah, so I kind of cleaned up a little bit out here, and I pre-soaked some stuff with some PP Blaster, and yeah, we're gonna get started now. I think we're gonna pull the sway arm and get that out of here and out of the way. So like I said before, the engine mounts are gonna have to those are gonna have to wait till the springs and the shocks are out, because I got to reach up in through there to get to the inside of the bolts. So let's see if we can get this sway bar pulled. Good old nylon locking nut. So I go to put the wrench and the thing on it, it's going to spray hot plastic all over me. Well, there's one. This one's tight, somewhat. The other one was super loose. I'll tell you this. The sway bar hasn't been doing what it's supposed to be doing in a long time. Fire! Fire! So none of this stuff will probably go back in or be used again. Most people would probably just cut it. I don't like cutting it unless I have to. If I gotta put it back in, okay, so those were 10 mils. 7/16 was too big, 3/8 was too small. And I have metric and standard deep well impact sockets, but I don't have a 10 mil. I go as low as 12 and that's it. So sway bar is down. Soaking the shock stuff. These are usually always fun to get off. So I see this side over here, the lower shock mount has the clip style, alligator clip, I guess. That side over there has nuts and bolts. So somebody has changed these out once before and put different hardware in on each side. So these shocks are usually fun to take out because it's got the single stud on the top. So it has these single studs. And when you go to loosen that top bolt, the whole thing spins. They actually make tools for it, which I never knew that they actually made tools for it. I'm part of I don't know, a Snap-on page on Facebook, and I see, it was just the other day, somebody had posted that they finally got one of those tools. So, and they showed some pictures of it, and I was like, didn't even know that they made it. Normally I just grab the top with the vice grip, and then you wrench the rest of it, and it'll fight you the whole way. So, not that I'm gonna go out and buy one of those tools. I was just kind of interesting that they make those. So I'm gonna let those soak for a little bit, and I'm gonna let this stuff that we just heated and beat on cool off a little bit, so that I can bag it and tag it before we start tearing stuff apart, and I start getting parts mixed matched up. So I'll be back. Okay, so we left off with soaking the shock bolts and everything, and I let them sit for a little bit, and I tried to get them off. They're spinning, like I said. Tried to grab onto them with vice grips and do it with a wrench, and they're not coming off like that either. So I don't know if I'm gonna try and heat them up and still try and take them off with the wrench, or if we're just gonna cut them. But I'm gonna attempt to undo the bottom. I know the top won't come out, so I'm gonna attempt to do the bottom. That side's gonna be a pain in the butt because somebody nutted and bolted it, and because the spring sits in there, like the spring is sitting like right on the nuts. So that side's gonna be hard to get to. But let's see if we can get this one unbolted right now and go from there. So the one came out, the other one is obviously it's broken and it's spinny. So it looks like this side actually unscrewed from the shock, which I didn't even know that that was possible. So us cutting this, I guess if we would have just grabbed this and pulled up, this thing, it would have came out. This side is still in there, but they're out. So I think the next thing that we'll probably be doing here is I think we'll be pulling the brake caliper, maybe the rotor, and then we can take that dust shield off. That way we're not banging the dust shield or cutting our knuckles or anything when we're trying to get that lower ball joint out. Most likely it's going to fight, so the less stuff that we have around there, the better. And then yeah, I think it'll be lower ball joints and springs, and then we can start taking the lower control arms off and the upper control arms off. So earlier I had mentioned something, about the dryer still being broke, and that it was a story for, it wasn't the dryer being broke. Dryer's still broke. I think we got the right part ordered. Our one part did come in and it was wrong. It looked the same, but the plugs were different. So we had to send that one back and order another one, and this one looks like it's going to be right. So hopefully by the end of the week we'll have a dryer again. But I was saying something about not ordering these parts for this yet, and that was a story for later. So Friday we lost one of our dogs. His name was Mr. We had him for almost 9 years. He came to us used from Arizona. A friend of mine had passed away, and he made his way from Arizona out to Illinois, and we ended up with him, and we've had him ever since. And he was an awesome little dog. He was a Chihuahua. Super cool little guy. He was well loved here, so we don't know exactly how old he was. I thought he was a pretty old dog when he came to us, and we had him almost 9 years. I would say he was, anywhere between 15 and 20 years old. So he lived a good long life. We had had a tumor removed off his belly at the beginning of the year. We did that just to make him a little more comfortable in his last days. We knew that his days were numbered, so we gave him extra love these last several months and let him eat whatever he wanted. And yeah, so it's been a little more empty around the house. So been kind of sad. It was Colleen's little buddy. He hung out with her all day long while she worked, and sat on her lap and hung out on the computer desk like he was a cat. So she hasn't had him there this week, and yeah. So just wanted to say goodbye to my little man online and let you guys know why we haven't ordered the parts yet. So just been, everything keeps breaking, including the dogs. But yeah, so we'll be back to start taking these control arms apart. See you guys a little later. Alright, we're gonna attempt to pull these brake calipers off. I already sprayed them down with some Ooby Dooby. Sorry about the compressor leaking in the background. I just started doing that yesterday or day before. I've always had the little pressure relief guy in there that's supposed to relieve the pressure out of the head so that it's not having a hard start. Yeah, it's just steady leaking. Normally I can go in there and I can fidget with it and get it just right in the right spot to where it doesn't do that, but I can't get it to stop doing it now. It's just stuck doing it, so can't do nothing about it today. Did so good without getting any grease on my fingers. That's it for right now. I'm gonna go do some yard work, gotta mow the lawn. So we will be back to start doing lower ball joints and getting these springs removed. So I got the jack here ready to go. We'll just get a jack underneath it and we'll loosen them up, get them broke loose, and then lower the jack and pop the spring out. Hopefully safely. See you guys in a bit.